emotion to cognition. And the same thing here, number 8, let's just link it to number 8. Number 8, he speaks about privilege and responsibility. That to be in this world, to be alive, to be amongst creation, it's a form of privilege. You with me? We are privileged to exist actually. Because our existence is another Aqidah discussion. Is your existence, is it necessary or is it optional? It's optional. The only necessary existence is Allah. Everything else depends on Allah's will, whether He wants it to exist or not. You with? Allah is the only one that is necessarily existent. He cannot not be. Allah cannot not be. Can we not be? Yes, we could have not been. You with me? We have contingent existence. Our existence is contingent on the will of Allah. If He wants to manifest us, He manifests us. And if I don't have a brother, if He didn't want to manifest my brother, He didn't manifest my brother. You with me? So our thing is contingent. So because contingent on Allah's will, it becomes a privilege. That I am privileged. Out of all the possible me's, Allah created me. All the possible options, Allah created you. Just even from a biological perspective, in the world of inception, there's like a million sperms. There's that one that became you. Just from a biological point of view, you are privileged to have 1 in a million chance of existing, and you literally were the 1 in a million. You with me? So there's a privilege, but because of this privilege, so Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, the one who is the Lord of all, who gave me existence, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, He showers His privilege with His mercy and with His love and with His compassion. In response to that, there is what? Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim, Iyaka Na'budu. I have responsibility. So the free pass existence. You with me? The favor comes with responsibility. And that's with regard to Allah and with regard to all of life as well. That every favor has a responsibility. So that's the emotion, cognition, privilege, response kind of interaction. Number 7 speaks about initiative and response. I think we discussed a bit last week. Is that in the first half of Surah Fatihah, the initiative comes from Allah. He is the one who is speaking about His relationship to the world. He's saying what? I am the master of the world. I am the carer, the lover, the nurturer of the world. I am the one that takes account. I am the owner of the world. Then the world speaks back to Him. You with me? So then we become then the initiator. And our initiative is Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in ihdina siratal mustaqim. That's going to be the balance. Maybe we'll end off with number 9, dunya and akhirah. He speaks about the first part being more about dunya and the second part being more about akhirah. I would argue there's a dunya to, suppose you could say there's a dunya to akhirah in both halves. But anyway, so in the first half, why does he speak about dunya? Because Allah is speaking about Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, and Allah is speaking about Rabbil Alameen and Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. What immediately comes to mind when you hear those things? Rahmatuhu. To creation. You with me? Rabbil Alameen, what comes to mind? Alameen comes to mind. What comes to mind? All of this creation. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, and Maliki Yawmiddin is taking account of this creation. You can see it's very Allah, but linked to this dunya focused. You with me? Then when we ask something, do we ask something do we ask for this world? When we ask that, do we ask for health or rizq or wealth? What do we ask for? We ask to be guided to a straight path. The straight path, the consequence of that is seen where? In the akhirah. Can you see why this is a dunya akhirah thing? Because the first half is linked to the current world. And the second half is linked to your actions in this world, but for the akhirah. But you can see it actually happens in both senses. If you look at the first half here, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, this is a lot about this world. But can you see it ends up where? Maliki Yawmiddin, it's a journey actually into the next world. Same with this here, Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim. Where is the Sirat actually walked? This world or next world? Where do you work for sirat? This world. Your salah, your zakah, your sadaqah, your taqwa, your iman. You walk the sirat in this world. But the sirat leads you to be of a group of saved people or a group of condemned people. Where does that salvation and condemnation happen? In the next world. The final stage of that is going to be in the next world. So even in the ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, you're saying, guide me to walk on the straight path in this world, that I may be amongst the blessed ultimately in the next world. You with me? Yes, in this world as well, but ultimately I want to be amongst the blessed in the next world. And I want to be against those who have incurred anger and those who are astray. So there's a journey in both halves of Surah Fatihah. You with me? In the first half, journey from the world to accountability. And the second one, there's a journey from walking the path to ending up with salvation. In both halves of Surah Al-Fatihah. So I think we leave it at that in terms of our thematic analysis. There's much more in here, but I think that's a lot of themes for you to think about and ponder, and it just shows you how much depth there is even in structure of the Quran. And we spoke about depth also even within the four. You find all of these even like circular movements and so on. Anyway, but that's a different discussion. In the half year, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen is, we spoke about Rabb being Jalal, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim being Jamal, and Malik Yawmiddin being Jalal. So even creates a circle within the first half as well. So lots of depth in terms of the structure of the Quran, but the structure of the Quran is a different study. So we're just touching on this in terms of the structure. I want to end off with, let me see how much time I have, because there's two things I want to tell you. Let me end off with, okay, I've got 4 minutes left. Let me end off with, there's one thing I want to do, there's still 2 things I'll do with Surah Fatihah to finish, but I'll do that next week, inshallah. Just in terms of, first of all, I'll just, on an admin point of view, we have class on Sunday coming up on the 12th. Then the following Sunday is unveiling. And the big female conference, unveiling conference on the following Sunday, the 19th. So we won't have class on the 19th. And the 2 Sundays after that is actually i'tikaf. So we have a 3-week break for class, which is terrible news. But I will think of maybe doing something in between, maybe something not study, but some Quran thing, just to keep us all attached somehow, inshallah. Obviously on i'tikaf, for those of you coming i'tikaf, those of you coming for the program, my evening program i'tikaf is normally Quran based. So I do Quran tafsir for 9 nights or 10 nights in the i'tikaf. So you get Quran in the i'tikaf. My period was always Quran based. I do a Quran section, going through some of the linguistics and structure and tafsir of section of Quran. So you will have some Quran in that part. You can follow online, or you can come to the Stefman Road. That's the nights of Qiyam of i'tikaf. Last thing I want to speak about, and I have to summarize the discussion. We are on the doorstep of Ramadan. They're going to look for the moon tonight. If they sight tonight, tomorrow will be Ramadan. If they don't sight tonight, then tomorrow will be the 30th of Sha'ban, and Tuesday will be the 1st of Ramadan, insha'Allah ta'ala. In summary, I would generally regard Ramadan as a month of personal development given to us by Allah. It's a month of personal development given to us by Allah. And if you summarize like all those hundreds of personal development books, they generally only speak about 3 things. They speak about 3 things. The first thing they speak about is that if you are in this point here, if you are in that point there, the first thing you need to do is you need to have a vision for yourself. So this is going to be the vision for yourself. This is the future state. So the first state they speak about is, what is your vision for yourself? Have you defined a vision for yourself? And the vision can be in terms of your goals, like I have financial goals. I want to earn so much, save so much, live in this, drive this car. There could be a health, well-being, I want to lose so many kgs, run so far. eat so well, that kind of goals. There can be relationship goals. I want to have a wife, I want to have kids, I want to have a family. Career goals, I want to become a manager. Spiritual goals, I want to become a muttaqeen, I want to read the Juz a day, I want to pray, Qiyam al-Layl. All of those goals. Or they can also be value goals. I want to become a more patient person, I want to be less angry, I want to be more generous. Those are value goals. But anyway, the point being is that the beginning of any progress is to see a different side of you. If you can't see it, you can't be it. You with me? If you can't even imagine a better you, you're never going to be a better you. You with me? If you can't even see it in your mind, that's like the least amount of effort is just to see it. If you can't even see it, you're not going to be it. And that's the problem with many of our families, is that we don't have any family goals actually. We go to work and we have corporate goals, yes? Strategy and outcomes and deliverables and milestones and everything, but it comes to your family, there's no goals. We just watch TV and relax. Because there's no goal. We're just here to exist. But what's your goal for yourself and for your wife and for your relationship and for your kids and for you as a family? What's your goal? Like, have you planned that? Have you got a vision for it? Do you want to be, it's unplanned. So we leave the unimportant stuff planned and we leave the important stuff unplanned. So it's one of the biggest problems. The second part is going to be that once you've seen it, and you should all take time to map out these things. But anyway, we do it in the camps, inshallah. The second thing is that personal development makes you believe you can do it. There's a difference between I'm telling you, write down your goals, write it down, okay, it's a nice exercise, put it down on the shelf. A big part is believing that you can actually walk that path. Do you really believe you can overcome it? Can you really believe you can change your habits? That's the second part. What do you think the third part is? The most difficult, the toughest step, which is the other half of all development books, is just to actually move towards your goal and keep moving towards your goal. You know what I mean? So what stops you from moving towards your goal? Let's assume you have a goal for yourself and you believe you can do it. What stops you from moving there? Yourself, and also external. There are internal and there are external barriers. There are things upon the path holding you back. Maybe your work is stressful, you don't have time for your family, it's holding you back. Or maybe it's your own laziness or your own inactivity, whatever the case is, holding you back, can be an internal goal. I believe in Ramadan is the month where Allah gives you a goal. What's your goal? I want you to be from a special category. They call them muttaqun. You must become a person of taqwa, a person who is aware of Allah. This is the goal Allah has given you. And Allah makes you believe it. Allah says what? If you're close to سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. I'm close. Just ask me, I'm going to respond. Guess what else I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a night better than your entire lifetime. So you had a really bad lifetime, terrible lifetime, you turned away, you sinned, I'm going to give you one night. You can make up for your whole lifetime. Imagine that. One night you can change, it's better than your entire life. What a better starting point than just to replace your whole life. Allah gives you that. Then Allah tells you what? Allah makes you believe, also hadith and Quran ayat, this motivation. I can do this. Right? What's the next step? Third step? I see it, I believe. What's the third step? Walk it. Allah says, listen, you're so lazy, I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you. You didn't pray the whole night, the whole year, you didn't pray any Qiyam al-Layl, I'll push you. Walk. Go to the mosque, start praying. You didn't read Quran the whole month, I'll push you. Month of Quran, open your mushaf. You didn't suppress your nafs the whole year. Stop eating, stop drinking, I'll push you. Is it Allah out of His mercy, He pushes us to His goal and we're forced to comply. And guess what happens when we do it? We feel it. Yes, you feel hungry, you're tired, you might have a headache, your caffeine withdrawal. That goes away. And you feel the strange sweetness in Allah pushing you towards your goal. So for me, it's an amazing gift from Allah, that He actually does this for us. So what's our responsibility? Our responsibility is to maximize this training development, this personal development space, and to grab it. So therefore you have a sheet in front of you called Ramadan Goals. Your homework. You can do your vision of the better you, but I'm worried about what you're actually going to do. You can do that vision. Whereas there's extra copies, if you don't have copies, eh? But okay, we can do it after. Let me just explain first. So what this is that I'm going to do this well, inshallah. Is that you must sit down and you must actually write out and commit to what you are going to do this Ramadan. You can choose the commitment, but it's between you and Allah. So your Quran goals, how much you're going to recite every day. And also, when you're going to recite every day. Put the time also there. After Fajr, after Dhuhr, after Fajr, whatever the case. If you can't do a juz, you can do quarter juz. If you can't do quarter juz, you can do one page. Your memorization goals, or do you want to revise your quarter juz, or your tabarak, what are you going to revise this year? Your salah goals. You're going to pray on time, you're going to pray in congregation, you're going to do so many extra prayers at night. My advice for salah also is to pray some salah at home. You can go to the mosque, yes, and finish your 20 rak'ats, or your 8, or your 10, or your 12, but pray a few rak'ats at home also. It's like a special time in Ramadan at night. You just between you and Allah. You just stand and you pray something extra for Allah. Your daily remembrance. Number 4 is also your relationship goals. As relationship goals, that some things are broken, you have to fix them. And some is also about neglect. You have to renew them as well. And some relationships also are not good for you. And you have to end them. Yeah. Especially the ones that are somewhat illegal. They are often toxic in your life. And like Allah clear the path. What does Allah do to clear the path? What does Allah do to clear the path so you can walk? He pushes you, yes, but what else does He do? He ties up shaitan. So He reduces the evil urges around you. So Allah pushes you, says walk, and He clears obstacles. It's just you in the path. Shaitan is gone. And the last one is service to others. Write down your goals, inshallah, for homework. But most of all, commit to it. Like commit to, I'm going to do this. Don't say in your mind, I'm going to do it. Write it down on a page. It's a different experience to commit to something. And inshallah, with that and with your du'as, you will see a change. You will see yourself moving towards this vision of yourself. May Allah bless and protect you. And bless you Ramadan. We'll see you on Sunday, inshallah ta'ala. Please keep us in your du'as. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This Sunday is class, eh? No, this Sunday is class. This Sunday is class. And when it's on the 19th. This Sunday is the 12th. Inshallah. This Sunday is class, like last week, this is also class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.